Angie McCann. I'm a Black Status presenter. I met Krista on our first unified trip, and we have gotten to know each other throughout our journeys even better. She's been a dear friend to me, and just a little bit about what I've been going through recently. I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I about 5 weeks ago had a double mastectomy. Afterwards, I had a lot of complications after the surgery. During that time, your fearless and fierce leader helped me in my journey, and came into my team and posted and just helped carried my team. And it was actually during February when we hit Black Status. So she had a part in that. So I know that she is an amazing leader, and she is going to be Black Status with all of you amazing women who are working this month. I'm still in my recovery period, which is why I can't leave the house. I can't drive. So that's why I was trying to go outside. The Lord is good to me. I give him the glory. I have an amazing team that I love very dearly, and they loved on me very hard last month. So during the time that I could not even work for 2.5 weeks, I didn't even look at my phone. I worked really hard from February 1st right up into going into surgery, and then I turned my phone over, and then for 2.5 weeks I didn't look at my phone. And when I woke up, I saw that my team decided we're getting to black. And we had tried 3 different times. We had been so close, and it just didn't happen. But it was like I had instilled in them, this is possible, you're able, you can do this. And when I was down, my team lifted us up. We did it. We pulled together. They pulled together to make it happen, because they realized it was just not me that was getting that title. It was all of them. We would be a Black Status team. So, you know, you cannot get to black by yourself. You have to have other people that are working their businesses. So I love the way that the company is designed, that we have to help others in order for us to be, you know, elevated. And that's what it's all about, And yes, Krista, they are an incredible team. So I want to just tell you a few little things and share with you something that the Lord gave me a little while back. And I want to tell you a story, because this story relates so much to what I have to tell you. And I call this my MOVE training, MOVE. It's an acronym, and I'll tell you what it stands for in just a little bit. But I want to tell you the story, and then we're going to take a look at some things. I don't know if you have ever heard of Dick and Rick Hoyt, also known as Team Hoyt. Dick was a man who was in the military. He had a son named Rick. During Rick's birth, he had the cord wrapped around his neck, and it strangled him, and he was born oxygen deprived. When he was born, he was also born as a spastic quadriplegic, so he was paralyzed, and he also had cerebral palsy. So he could not communicate at all, nothing. So for 11 years, his parents worked with him, and they felt like that they were communicating with him and that he understood, but he was not capable of letting them know anything because of his disabilities. But they didn't give up. They kept fighting for their son. They kept fighting, and they kept fighting until they found a place, NASA actually. They went to NASA, and they said, we know our son understands what we're saying. We just can't communicate with him, but we feel like there has to be a way that he'll be able to communicate. So they created this computer that Rick could use his head to get to the letter he wanted to get to, and type out, very slowly, type out what he wanted to say, since he couldn't speak. And they thought that maybe his first words might be, hi mom, hi dad, but it wasn't. It was actually go Bruins. That was his favorite sports team. And so they realized right then that this boy had, you know, just a passion about sports. So as they grew, and he was able to start communicating through this computer, one day he told his father, Dick, he said, I have a friend at school, and they're having a fundraiser for him, and they're going to have a 5K run to raise money because he was in an accident and he was paralyzed. So Rick really wanted to be able to help his friend. Well, his father, Dick, was almost 40 years old, had never really run more than a mile in his life, was not the active athletic type at all. But because his son wanted to participate in this race, Dick decided, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So he found a chair that he could put Rick in, and he started training and running a little bit every day so that he could build up his endurance to be able to push Rick in this race. Well, they did it. They did it. He pushed him all the way through the 5K. And at the end of the race, and this is going to make me cry, the young son said, Dad, when I'm running, it feels like I'm not handicapped anymore. The dad was so moved by that he said, this will not be the last time that we run then. So he started training and working every day, consistently, patiently, through the obstacles. He continued to push his son. He would actually train while his son was in school and put a concrete bag in the chair so that he could run with the concrete bag to train and to pursue this goal of getting his son through another marathon. Well, as the story goes, that was his fuel. That was his why. That's all he needed. He needed that why. And that why drove him to now they have run over 70 marathons, okay? 70. Just regular 5Ks, hundreds of dualathons, and over 257 triathlons. But get this, he didn't know how to swim, and he didn't know how to ride a bike. He was over 40 years old and had never ridden a bike. Now, I know this is a long story, but I have a purpose in sharing this for you, okay? He did not know how to ride a bike, so he had to learn how to ride a bike. Not only did he have to learn how to ride a bike, he had to learn how to ride a bike with his son strapped in the back, not helping him at all, okay? Then he had to learn how to swim. He had never swam in his life, so he had to go learn how to swim. But not only did he have to learn how to swim, he had to learn how to swim while carrying a raft with his son in it, in the ocean. This man was devoted, he was dedicated, and he had a why, because he knew that his son didn't feel handicapped as long as he was running in these races or being in these triathlons. And that's all that dad needed. That was his fuel. Why do I tell you this? Because you have to find a why that drives you so hard that you will do it. You will do whatever it takes to get to that goal. Okay? Finding that why. So think about, what is it? Why did you join Unique? What was the initial reason? Now that reason could have changed. I joined for a little extra money. But man, my why has changed. My why has changed because I don't want to go back to working 50 hours as a registered nurse in a hospital with my feet hurting and my back hurting and being tired and trading all of the time that I had to give away to not be with my family. That is my why. And I'm very, very passionate about women. If I can just reach one more woman and help change her life, just one, then that's what drives me. Every day I wake up and I think, who can I share this opportunity with today and help change their lives the way that this has changed my life? Okay? So your why may change, but whatever it is, that why has to be something deep and passionate. So you've got to find what it is that drives you. If you want to do well in this business and you're more than just, say, a hobbyist and you're wanting to get to the top of the company, you've got to find that why. You've got to find what drives you, because it's not about necessarily a black status color. It's about what drives you. What's the passion for doing this? Because you're going to have hard days. You know that Dick had very, very hard days when he was trying to learn how to swim after the age of 40. Okay, they've been doing this for 30 years. He is over 70 years, and he is still pushing his son. He is still swimming with his son. He is still riding that bike with his son, and he is over 70 years old. And not only does he finish the race, he finished the race within 30 minutes of the fastest recorded time in world history. Okay? So he went after it with a passion and a purpose. So I tell you that because it's time, if you've been complacent and you don't know what your why is, it's time to find your why. And if you have been stagnant in your business and you're thinking it's not moving, it's time to get moving. And I'm going to tell you how to move, okay? The M means get motivated. So why did you start? This pulls back into the why. Why did you start? What motivates you? If you haven't written down your goals, your dreams, you need a dream board. If you haven't written that down, then you're not knowing what to look at every single day. Plan what that victory is going to be. What's that victory for you? Is it paying your house payment? Is it having a debt-free Christmas? Is it going on that vacation that you've not been able to afford? Is it walking across that stage at convention as a Black status leader? What is it that will be that victory for you? Yes, and if you haven't finished this, give it some serious thought. But visualize what it is that you want to do. What is that plan? And the next, you got to write it out. 80% of people written plans, come true. So you have to write it out. You have to see it. You have to visualize it. Your goals can be small. They don't have to be big. Maybe you want your nails and your hair done every month, guilt-free. This is your money. This is your fun money. That's okay. Amen, Krista. You are walking that stage. We're going to do it together, sister. Maybe it's to go to convention debt-free. Maybe you want to go to convention, but you don't have the money. So that can be your why. Whatever your why is, write out those goals. You have to have a plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You hear me? O. So we did M. Now it's O. O. Ongoing process. This is an ongoing process. This does not do one day and stop the next, okay? You have to do daily activities. So just like Dick trained every single day for these races, he didn't just train once a week or he wouldn't have been able to complete the race. And just like with us, or the marathon even, with us, this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. We train every day. So what are the types of training? Right, failure is not an option, Kristen. You're so right. So daily activities, posting consistently on your wall, in your groups, coaching your hostesses to have great parties, customer follow-up, so important. Once they order, are you following up? Videos, making videos, stepping out of your comfort zone. If you've never gone live, do a live. Pictures, snapping pictures, learning, like maybe there's something you're not familiar with how to do it. Go to a YouTube video, look it up, learn. Deb Erickson, our training that we have free for us by Kai right now is amazing. If you have not watched one of her videos and signed into that free training, you are missing out. You need to do that. Personal development. This is huge. You hear people talk about it all the time, but it is reprogramming your brain, and it is so important. We have to reprogram our brain to take failure out of as an option. Is not an option, okay? Yes, constantly educating yourself. Because when you do that, it's just like anything else. If you're on a diet and you read something about, you're looking up healthy recipes or reading about how people are doing it, you're reading that motivation. That's what keeps you driving, keeps you going. So that's why you need to be doing this personal development. Most of us are not programmed or have had education in network marketing. So consider it your school. You have to learn how to do this. You're not just going to be an instant success if you've never done it before. And give it time, because 1 week, 1 month, not even 1 year is going to make you an expert in this arena. Give yourself 3 to 5 years. Don't give up. If you had opened up a brick and mortar company and you said, I'm going to start this new business. You're invested because you put a lot of money into that brick and mortar company. You're not going to give up in a week, a month, a year. You know that the average time to even be profitable is 3 to 5 years. Look what we have. We have an opportunity, $99, very little overhead. Give it 3 to 5 years. What have you got to lose? Okay. Me too, Krista. I said by the time that I was going to be in this business 3 years, I was going to be a black status presenter. I knew that it wouldn't happen in a year because I was working. I'm in the ministry. We moved across the country. Let's be real. We have to be real with where we are. Don't compare your journey to someone else's journey. Have joy in your journey, okay? Comparison is the thief of all joy. All right. V. We're to V. So we said M, O, now V. V is celebrate small victories. Okay, no matter how small the victories are, and this is for you and your team. Approaching a 6-figure income in 3 years. Woo, hallelujah, I received that. So victory, if you got 10 no's this week, celebrate. Because what does that mean? You were asking. You were working your business. That's a thing to celebrate. If you made a sale, celebrate. If you reached a new milestone, celebrate. If you tried something that you've never done before, alive, maybe you tried a one-on-one, maybe you decided to do a vendor event, celebrate. Celebrate your victories, no matter how small, but also celebrate your team's victories. You know, we all thrive. We all like to have that pat on the back. We all thrive with getting applause. So if you have a teammate that made her first sale, celebrate that with her and show her. Be the example of how to celebrate even the small victories, because those small victories are what will lead to bigger victories. You're eating the elephant one bite at a time. You're not going to join this company and in a week be black status. It's a combination of a lot of small victories. Okay. And the last letter is E. E is energize. You have to be energized, okay? The speed of the leader is the speed of the gang. If you're not energized, your team's not going to be energized, and your customers are not going to be energized. You have to have excitement. So when you find that passion will radiate to everyone else, and it's very contagious. People they're attracted to presenters who are excited about what they do. So if you're excited about the products, they're going to be excited about the products. If you're excited about the opportunity, they're going to be excited about the opportunity. If you're excited about online parties, they're going to be excited about online parties. That excitement is contagious. Okay? So find out. If you're not feeling excited, then it might be time to change something. Try something new. If your online parties are not working, try something else. You know, try one of these parties, the 10 by 10, the bingo game. Try a one-on-one. Try maybe having 3 or 4 people over and having a mask night with your friends. Try something different that does get you excited and something that you feel a little small victory in, okay? All right, here's a couple of practical ideas that I have for you that you can use. These are things that I do that make me feel happy because I still get a buzz off of selling a product. I still get that buzz, okay? I've been doing this 2.5 years. I actually sold Mary Kay years before, and every time I make a sale, I get a little buzz, okay? I just do. So I like taking products with me in my purse, and I will demo on the go to people I meet, or maybe even my friends, family, whatever. I'll say, God, you cannot believe this new lip liner. It is so beautiful. I want to show it to you. And I'll draw it out on my hand and say, let me show you the color. And they'll go, oh, that's so pretty. I'm like, but look, this is even better. I'll rub it, and it doesn't come off. I'll say, look, it's smudge proof. It's staying. You put it on, it's staying. Okay, what do you think that they're going to want to do? They're going to want to buy that lip liner because A, they think it's pretty, and B, they see it's not going anywhere. So I love demoing products. That's something that you can do. Stick some products in your purse and always have at least 2 mascaras for sale. Let's see. Get organized with a party script. Maybe you're not good at online parties because you don't really have a good organized party script. If you will take a day or two to make some videos or to put some things together, make yourself a little mock party, put day 1, put the 3 posts you're going to put in there. Day 2, put the 3 posts you're going to put, and get organized. That will take off the pressure of you thinking, what am I going to post today? What am I going to do today? That will take that pressure off, and it might make you have a better party because you feel more confident about it, right? Try a vendor event. If you're a person that likes to meet with a lot of people, you need to reach out. Maybe you're new in your town. Maybe you need to meet some more contacts. Try a vendor event. You're just networking. Even if you don't make a sale, you will network. And here's a little thing that I did. When I first started, I put 2 mascaras in my purse. I always have 2 mascaras in my purse. My team hears about this all the time because this is how I built my business. If you were, and I meant to check my math on this before I told you this, so I hope this is right. Your goal is to sell 2 a day. That's what I challenged myself every day. Can I sell 2 a day? But let me just tell you this. Even if you sold 1 mascara a day, just 1, for 30 days, 1 for 30 days, you would have $900 in PRS. 900, 1 mascara a day. Okay? I bet that's more than a lot of you have on a consistent basis. It's not hard. It's not hard. Mascara is our #1 selling product. People still love it. 1 mascara a day. Who can you reach out to and sell 1 mascara a day and have $900 in PRS at the end of the month? All right? That would give you $225 in royalties profit. It would give you $70 in Ycash, and it would give you 4 half-off items. So, hey, right there, that's some good money. Plus, you get free makeup for life. Here's another idea. Pick the 4 products that you love the most. 4 products. This month, next month, focus on 1 product per week. Just 1 product. All in your VIP customer group, in your party. 1 product. I do a sample lash bash. I do the lash bashes all the time. I mostly focus on the mascara. It's an easy sell. I talk about everything. How you put it on, how you take it off, all the FAQs about it, who loves it, young people, old people. I mean, that's still the kind of parties that I do. I don't focus a lot on all the other stuff when I do parties. Just the sample, the lash bashes. That's it. 5 days. 5 to 7 days. That's because it's easy for me. I've got it set up. It's easy. I don't have to worry about the rest. So here's the thing. What do you have to lose? You have nothing to lose and everything to gain by trying something. Just try something. Work your business. If you have 15 minutes a day or if you have 2 hours a day, whatever you have, let that time be very income producing focused. Don't let that 15 minutes a day go to going on the news feed and just scrolling. That's not going to get you anything. You need to be focused. Use that 15 minutes to do something that's income producing for you, and that will get you everywhere. Thank you so much. Thank you. My husband picked out my glasses. They're purple, and they match Swagger. That's what I got on today, with a little bit of lip gloss. Okay. So my last thing that I want to tell you, this is what I'm going to close with, and then if you have any questions, and I'll go back and look at the comments, because I get distracted if I watch the comments too much. I love this quote by Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky was a famous hockey player, and this is his quote. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. 100% of the shots you don't take, you miss. Think about that. If that fear overcomes you and you don't ask that person about the opportunity, guess what? Somebody else is going to. If you don't show that product or demo that product or reach out, somebody else is going to. Don't miss your shot. Don't miss it. Take it, okay? So, that's pretty much all I have. I probably went longer than I meant to. But I hope it's been helpful for you. And yes, he is an amazing Canadian. Are you from Canada, Michelle? So any questions? I'll wait here just a minute. I know there's always a delay. Exactly, Krista. Exactly. You're denying them. That's what I said. I'm so passionate to find that next person that I can help. I feel like I'm doing them a disservice if I don't tell them about this makeup and this opportunity. Yay! We must have, okay, yay, we got some Canadians here. All right. I love my international team. I've got 6 countries represented, and it's so exciting. I love hearing them all in our talk, in all their languages. Okay, well, thank you so much for letting me join you this morning. What do you do when you feel like you are completely stuck? Okay, you, M-O-V-E. You find that motivation. How can you share a mental shift? Okay, well, you have to find it within. It's that why. It all goes back to that why. That's right. M-O-V-E. So let's recap. Get motivated. Find your motivation, write it down. Ongoing. It's an ongoing process every single day. Consistency, patience, effort. V, celebrate the small victories. And E, get energized. Whatever it takes for you to get energized. You need to put on some music and pump up your jam, do it. Whatever it takes to get you energized. Find that product that you love. Show something that you have done. Whatever it takes for you to get energized, you've got to do it. For me, it is listening to Deb Erickson. I wish I could have her playing in my ear like 24/7. So again, I would highly recommend that training if you have not done it. All right. Well, thank you. Have a beautiful and wonderful day, and thank you again for letting me share with you. I look forward to celebrating with this team when you all reach Black status at the end of this month. Go, Krista. Love you. Thanks again.